Awesome.
Hello, everyone. Morning. We overrun a little bit, so I'll make it quick. My name's Kevin. I'm the CEO of Gate.HK. If you already know me, that's good. If you don't, that's not a loss. Unlike this guy. So for those of you who doesn't know this guy, it's your lucky day, because I'm gonna make an intro. This guy, well, also I don't want to make stupid people famous, right? So I'm gonna just call him he who must not be named. He who must not be named actually been working in crypto in Hong Kong for exactly 2 months, opened an office in Central for 9 days before he got arrested. Well, yeah, and also credits to the SFC and the Hong Kong Police Force for actually proactively getting this done, right? Enforcing the laws. And I'm not actually saying it just because I want the trading license. That's the thing, right? So how the hell this guy to actually be the most well-known person? And I didn't make it up, right? So every 10 persons in Hong Kong, 4 of them would name him before anyone here in this room as the one that's working in crypto right now. How do we know? I did it. I asked around. And of those 4 persons, one of them is my mom. I was like, Mom, look, I am the CEO of one of the 23 platforms that actually submitted the license, play the rules, you know, trying to do something for Hong Kong, right? And you name this guy after your son? That's crazy, right? So for those of you who think this is funny, this is not funny. We should be like angry. We should be annoyed at least, right? Why? This is something that's wrong. On the other hand, look at today, right? Look at all this, and sorry, I couldn't put everyone's on this, that we're gonna spend me 5 hours actually preparing for the slides. But look at the people that we have today. Angelina Kwan's probably one of the most, knowledgeable and affectionate person I've met in crypto. Kara's probably single-handedly pioneered the foundations of the regulations in Hong Kong for virtual asset. Even Lennis he's the brain and the look of the other exchange that I cannot mention. Taka-san, also from Cooper, also the brain and the looks. Actually, that's surprisingly a lot of good-looking people in crypto. And even Duncan. Duncan was here on the stage. We all know Duncan, right? He's probably the most recognized person in our community right now. And I still think he's not getting enough credit for what he does. I have a little story about Duncan, right? So he got elected legislative councillor 2 years ago. So that's like mid-December, right? It's just like end of the year, everything. He's actually assuming the office at the 1st of January. So in that 15 days, right, between Christmas and everything, he organized an event, and that's how we first met. He could have just, take it easy, start when the new year starts. No, he start right off the bat and start meeting people in the industry. That's how everyone's here on the slides and in this room and in the room behind actually working for this industry. I think everyone here deserves a round of applause to yourself, right? So. And remember that's what is the sound of an echo chamber. That's not going anywhere. It's just still us, right? What happened? There's something wrong, right? Everyone outside of Pacific Place right now still think he who must not be named is the guy. No one actually thought we are the guys, right? There's a problem. We don't have a problem with the lack of talents. We have a problem with the lack of what I would call a lack of talent, liquidity, visibility. That's the thing. Now for 17 years, 18 years of my career, the majority of the time is about execution and trading, right? And it's like only 3 things. It's pretty easy, right? We can summarize by like price, time, and volume. So liquidity, like what we talk about today, is like literally 1/3 of my career time. Now, that's the thing, right? We all know about all these liquidity things. I don't have to go on, like, talk about algo trading, dark pool, IOIs, block trading, all the fancy stuff. We all know it by now, right? Smart order routing. We don't have to talk about this. But the fundamental ideas behind it, I was just, like, thinking about what I've done for Gates in the last year. It's very similar in a sense that I want to do it for people. Think about it, right? So when you're approaching a person, you want to identify and differentiate whether or not it's like legitimate. If you come to me, it's like, I want to market make, that's great, let's talk, right? If you come to me saying you do on-chain layer 2, zero knowledge proof metaverse in Argentina, I can't really, start a conversation with you, right? We have to differentiate and talk to the right people. And also, match and facilitate, right? So I can't, like, for Gates, I can't do business with every one of you here. But what I can do is, I know someone that will be interested in your business. I will be the middleman to connect you guys. That's how we do it for the community. And also, most importantly, I think, is the aggregations and how we propagate from here, from this echo chamber, right? So aggregate, what does it mean? I very specifically, there's a reason I mentioned Lennis from the other exchange that I cannot mention. Because in Hong Kong, the market is so small right now, but the potential market is going to be so big. Everyone here in this room can still help each other, and we can all still flourish. We don't have to cut through yet, right? Probably like 5 years, 10 years down the road, and hopefully all of us already retired. Now that's what I said about aggregation and propagate. How should we do it? How should we do it from here in this conference hall to people outside, right? And then we only do, I think that's one thing. So Adrian Light from Newman Group actually mentioned just a week ago, just really resonate with me. He said, in Web3, we don't have to always make money. I know every one of you make a lot of money, more than I do. But then outside of making money, we can do more, right? For Newman, they're doing more cultural stuff. For Gates, we're doing a lot of like educations, charity, and we do charity not for crypto, right? We do charity, we do genuine charity. We don't go to some shui po and locking the door, visiting family and say, have you heard of the second coming of Bitcoin? No. We want to do more genuine effort to help the community in Hong Kong because we can. We have the bandwidth, we can do it as a liquidity thing. And you're asking, Kev, are you thinking too much? Are you dreaming? Is it really the right industry? Is Hong Kong really the right time, right place? I know. Think about this, right? In Hong Kong, back in 1970s, we're at the top. Not crypto, not finance, not tourism, toys, production and export. And then watches. And then clothing and textile industry. Actually, 45% of the workforce back in the days actually worked in the clothing industry. And when that changed, when that industry changed and like start slowing down, were they saying Hong Kong is dying? Well, they probably did say that. But we didn't die, right? And for what reason? It's not about like some new natural resources we found that would help our, IPO industry. No, it's all about the talents. It's all about all of you here. That's how we started. And surely today we talk about something else. We talk about the cargo industries, slowing down. IPO we have less in the stock market. Hang Seng Index not doing that great. Can I have a little bit of dream saying maybe crypto is the way? Maybe with all of your help, crypto can become the industry not only leading Asia, but leading the world. And leading Hong Kong, right? Be the industry in Hong Kong. Now, I didn't mention Sean in the last slides. I want to mention Sean's here. JW Marriott is a very special place. This conference hall is very special for me. That's a special meaning. And not because I got married here. Well, actually, since it's on the record, let me take it back. It's totally about I got married here in this conference hall, but not relevant to the point that I'm going to make after. The point I'm going to make is this is important. This has a special meaning for me because in the equities world, in my old life, there's an Asia Pacific Trading Summit that's happened here every year for more than a decade already. Exactly the same setup, exactly the same style. And funny enough, last year I'll just pull up the pictures. We actually have Sean Lawrence actually on the stage. We have like Pamela's from Talos actually on the stage. Daniel's on the stage, Vin's on the stage, David Chipman's on the stage. A lot of us already starting to do this publication thing. We're trying to go further. We want to get involved in the traditional finance. We want to talk to the institutional clients. But naturally, and rightfully so, they only have one panel for the whole equities full-day conference, right? But today, it's different. It's different, right? Of course, we say this is a bull market event, but also this is more than just a bull market event, right? This is, to me, a little bit of sentiments, but also how we see eye to eyes to the traditional market for the very first time. For the very first time, I don't know if this is going to continue to have more year in this same conference hall, and then we will have another decade, 2 decades, and we all look back, right? Again, hopefully we all retire when we look back. When we look back and say, wow, we started history. We started to do something great from here. In 2006, in Time magazine, you actually named the person of the year. Well, if you're born after 2006, then it will be everyone next to you, but not you. Now, that was the time when the Web 2 actually started. Everyone can contribute to the internet, you know, uploading YouTube videos, doing blogs and everything, MySpace or Facebook, I don't know. I was too young back then. But I think if the Time magazine gonna nominate you again as the person of the year, this year will be the best year again. The thing is, we can all contribute to everything I said just now, right? And I'm not trying to, you know, endorse idolism in this space. I know we have a lot of idols. We were just like, but for what you do individually for this industry, I think we deserve recognition. We deserve to spread the news outward, right? And in Web3, we talk about ownership. You own a piece of this thing. And I like talk to my compliance, talk to my marketing team people. Like today, am I going to sell product? I'm not going to sell product. I'm not going to sell service. I'm selling you a story. And this story, and hopefully it's going to start with like all of you here, right? The story going to start with this conference hall at this event. And I think LTP and Gate make the right decision, bringing everyone here together, have this chance to make history, and we'll start with you, and you. Thank you very much, everyone.